Hi everyone, it's Fitz with the daily delivery. A delivery I don't want to make, but here we are. It's time to deliver. It's going to be kind of serious today, folks. And I am going to touch on the departure of Chore from the Kansas State basketball program, but not much. I've discussed that in other places, and I'm going to let that stand. But I do have some more important thoughts about the state of Kansas State basketball and your frustrations as fans. First, a reminder to please subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, and leave those comments. Our growth's been amazing. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. So, K-State lost one of its players. Chore has left the program. It's kind of mutual. He departed, though. And there's a lot going on here. I shared everything I know with our VIPs behind our paywall. I've also talked about it on the PowerCat podcast. I opened the podcast with that, so that is now up on all platforms, whether it's here on YouTube, over on GoPowercat, and it's available on podcast networks. They parted ways. I'm not too wrapped up in that. I'm more concerned about the overall state of the basketball program. Maybe this helps. I am not sure. But the Wildcats are 6-3, and they're falling well short of expectations. And that's really what this is about, expectations, and what fans believe they should be getting from Jerome Tang's basketball program. As you probably know, I'm incredibly fond of Jerome Tang as a human being. I think he is a really quality individual. But the basketball program right now is struggling in the face of having one of the top NIL budgets in all of college basketball. And I don't know if this is working for K-State. This is a radical approach. K-State's never been the program with all the resources, and here they are, able to get almost any player they want. Those players come in, and it doesn't go well. The next two games are going to be incredibly telling. Drake comes to the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City on Tuesday night, next Tuesday night. Fans kind of poo-pooed that game initially because it was Drake, and now it's almost a must-win. Drake's a pretty good basketball team with some pretty good things going on. And then they go to Wichita State the following Saturday, December 21st. Those are the last two games of the non-conference schedule before Cincinnati comes to town on December 30th to begin Big 12 play. Are they both must-wins? Well, probably. Certainly one out of the two. But again, this is about expectations. And I would say that after Jerome Tang returned to K-State, after a flirtation with Arkansas, and got a new contract, that expectations were lifted. They were lifted even higher than what he faced in year two. But we have to go back to year one, when the fans stormed the court against the University of Kansas. And Jerome Tang stood on the table and pleaded with the students this very thing.
I told y'all, we'll get you one court storming. From here on out, expect to win.
So Coach Tang has informed the students to expect to win. And they do. And they expect the team to play hard, to play less sloppy. And it got painful to watch last year, but for the most part, fans kept bought in. And I hope they stay bought in, but a loss here in the last two non-conference games, or a loss of both, well, that will almost certainly break the back of a lot of fans who had higher expectations than they've had for K-State basketball in a very long time. Why? Jerome Tang's success in year one said it. And now that success is not being witnessed in any form around K-State basketball. I think there's going to have to be some corrections on the approach they're taking, and maybe even the staff that surrounds Jerome Tang. Those are decisions for a later date. But if you're thinking that they're going to fire Jerome Tang, you might want to look into that contract he just signed. The buyouts are staggering for at least 2 years. So now Gene Taylor, who hired him, gave him that second contract and has done a marvelous job managing K-State sports, has got some tough decisions to make. Not whether or not he's keeping Tang, and that's almost a no-brainer. Jerome Tang's here for a while. But who will be with him? How will this program look? Will they have NIL money to spend like they have now? I seriously doubt it. Some very big donors invested very big money in the success of the basketball program. What happens is up to them. If they want to keep investing, I get it. If they want to shift that investment to football, women's basketball, or anything else, I get it. And if they want that money, which belongs to them, to stay in their pocket, I also get it. Expectations. They can be a real bitch. And here we are, in year 3 of Jerome Tang, and fans are not happy. But I'm telling you, this team still has time to reform itself, redefine itself, and start playing better basketball. And it's got to start with the coaches, fixing whatever ails this program. And now down one player, you're wondering if that helped, or did it make it worse? Only time will tell. And the expectations are about to change.